Hi everyone, this is a new video on software testing interview question and answer part 1 in which we covered the array, ArrayList, DDBs and Selenium concepts. So it gives you a detailed description about all those things which has been used in Selenium and how we can use it on Selenium. So what happens is that in many of the interviews when they ask you the questions, you might know the logic about it, but when they ask you how you can write it on pen or paper, it might be difficult to you to write it because sometimes what we do it in a real time, we just copy paste the code but we are not able to write it. So this video will give you the detailed description how you're gonna write it, and it will be like easy explanation of all the things. So it will be a little easier for you when they ask you to write it on pen or paper. So, and there are more questions on Selenium also, so please I request you to watch the entire video. So before I move on, I have a request for you guys that please like and share and subscribe to my channel. So, and please click on the notify bell button so that you will get notified whenever I'll upload a new video. So let's move. Okay, so how to run a Chrome in incognito mode through Selenium WebDriver. This is a very basic question which has been asked to many of the companies, and I think I've read in many of the forums that this is the question that they ask. So this is a very important thing where you have to put it, like you have to create a class, WebDriver class on Chrome driver, where you have put in a Chrome options, where you have to use a Chrome option util file, and then you have to create a reference variable of Chrome options. And with that Chrome options, we have a different options under the Chrome, so that's why we have to use a Chrome option. Incognito is one of the options in Chrome driver. So in the options you can put an because arguments, that is incognito, and you see what we do it for everything. We put in desired capabilities to manage fix the driver. So this is what we have put in the desired capability, so that whatever your if your size is 100 or not, this will set all those things. So desired capabilities, whatever the capabilities required for the Chrome, that we need the size of the 100% zoom in size and everything, so this will provide for that Chrome. And we can set that capabilities with Chrome options. So we can put the Chrome options dot capability options. We can put this options as an argument, and then we can how we do it: WebDriver, Chrome driver, new of Chrome driver. We can just in that interface we just create a Chrome driver reference variable and we put the capabilities. Okay, so this is how we do it, and this is very important question. So I just want you to write it and practice it from your own in your own system where you have put it in all those things, and try running this incognito mode, and please write the code from your own. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How to convert array into array list. So before that, we just understand the basic of array and array list. So array is like, for example, when you have a question like you have in a sentence, for example, I love Taj Mahal, and I love Taj Mahal. So in that sentence, you have to find the repetition of a highest alphabet, like how many repetition, how many times the one alphabet has been repeated and highest number of time it has been repeated. So that will be the question. I might not be the correct from frame of sentence, but I think you guys might be understanding what I'm saying. So like for example, how to convert an array into array list. So you have to find which alphabet is repeated like which has been repeating more and more, and which is the highest repeating alphabet. So this I have to find, this you have to find. So in this you can put the either you can count down the index and you can put the array, or you can put the array list also. So you don't need to count down the index. So you can definitely put the array list because you don't want to put an effort over here. So yeah, so array is like when you have a fixed size of an array. So for example, when you expand the sentence also, you can easily use the same code again. So you can go for a dynamic size of array. So that is called array list. So this is the basic difference between both of them, that array is a fixed size and array list is a dynamic sized array. And in array list, you can also define the type, whether it is character, string, or whatever it is. So difference between array and array list. So that's why we understand it. What is the difference? Why we are converting in array into array list? So array is a basic functionality provided by Java. So this is a very important question, like where array list comes. So array list comes under collection framework and array comes under Java. So therefore array members are accessed using square brackets, while array list have a set of methods, but where under array list there are a set of methods are there. They are not members, they are methods to access elements and modify them. So array is a fixed data structure, while array list is not fixed. Okay, one need not to mention the size of array list while creating its object, even if it is like what happens is if we specify some initial capacity, so we can even add more elements into that. So array list doesn't, because it works on dynamic sized array. Okay, I'll just move. So array can contain both primitive data types as well as the object of a class, depending on the definition of an array. However, array list only support object entries, not the primitive data type. So what happens is like array can have the primitive data type, okay, like we integers and all, where array list we have to specify an object, right? When we do an array list dot add one, it converts the primitive into integer data type into integer object. So it will, whatever data type you put it will convert into objects. Okay, so I think that you might know the difference of all those things. I don't need to go into detail about it. So Java array list support many additional operations like index, of, remove, etc. These are the functions are not supported by arrays. So hashtag need to specify the size of an array. Okay, so here we have specified the 3, but we cannot add more element to an array. This is a very basic difference. Need not to specify the size of an array, you can add more element to the array. So if you can see the code, so I'll just take a pause for a minute and then we can move it. So here is the array list. We have put in the object, we can define the type of an object what we are using, and this is the reference variable, and you can even add more elements to the array list. So okay, so how conversion of an array and array list? So there are different methods to do it. Array.asList, collections.addAll, and add method. So syntax, we need to know the syntax of it. So syntax is a public static list as list, and you can put that. So what returns a fixed size list as a list of size given array. Element type of a list is the same as a type of an array element. What it does it returns a list containing all the elements in this an array in the same order. T represents the generics as we know it. Okay, I think, okay, here. So when we have a class called CFG, public static void main string test, I have put in the 4 names Rahul, Utkarsh, Shubham, Neelam, and we just create this. This one is your array. Then I'll be converting list string A1 new array list string array to array list conversion for string test1 test. Okay, so A1 dot test1. Okay, so I just wanted to write this code and understand it, because when I'm going through the code, it will be very difficult to for me to explain. I think you just write it and you see the difference how it get converted. So this is what array, and it got okay. So this new string has been also added here. Okay, now we just move that is the question. You have to write the code and see it, and I think that's a very important question that you can also practice the other 2 methods as well. So because they can ask you to write this because that comes under the code, and collection dot and that is very important question, because that always asks in an interview. As a Selenium, Selenium person, the collection very well. So and that is array list comes under collections. I think that is very important question. You have to go and deep dive. So we might cover 2 other method in next video, but I don't want to confuse you guys, because we have just started with the basic, and we just slow down the process, because in this will help you to understand it. And I have told one question also, so just try practicing that thing. It might be like how many times the same letter has been repeated in the sentence and the highest number. So you can put the max count, and you can put the counter over there and you can count it. That's how you can use it. So which exceptions we will get if no element found in case of driver.findElement and driver.findElements. So this is a very important question when people ask find element. So what is the exceptions for both of them? So in case of locator pass to find element, method leads to no element, and then no such element exception is true. For find elements, fine. In case locator find to find elements method leads to no element, then a list of 0 size, because it will give you the list of all the matching elements, right? It will written instead of this list of size 0, there is no exceptions in driver.findElements. Okay, so this is very important question that many people doesn't know, because we always use find element. Okay, so this is a very important question which sometimes we needed like for 6 years or 7 years we might ask, but when someone is taking an interview, they might ask you in 5 years as well or 4 years as well. So what is JDBC? Okay, so JDBC offers a programming level interface that handles the mechanism of Java application communicating with database. The JDBC API supports communication between Java applications and JDBC manager. Okay, so we have like JDBC different thing, and we have a Java application and we have a database. So JDBC is like your application and your database. It acts as an interface. So that interface has many more layers into it. So that's how we understand the layers of it. So JDBC driver communicates the driver. Okay, communication, like there's a JDBC manager, there's a JDBC driver, and there's a database driver. Okay, so JDBC driver supports a communication between JDBC manager and database driver. Okay, JDBC is a common API that our application code interacts with. Okay, so our application code interacts with, like, it's an API. JDBC is an API. With that API, it will interact with an application. Okay, so it will go to the database driver through JDBC. Okay, JDBC is an API. JDBC is an API which connects with JDBC manager and database driver. Okay, we need that JDBC compliant driver for the database you are using. Okay, so what happens is you have JDBC manager, you have JDBC driver, you have database driver. So what happens is there's one JDBC and there's your application and you have your database. Okay, so JDBC manager itself works in a way that it can communicate with your application and it has to communicate with your database as well. So how it will do it, there's an APIs. With the APIs it works it, and it will communicate through drivers of a database. Okay, the steps for connecting database with JDBC as follows. Install and locate the database you want to access. Include JDBC library. Ensure JDBC driver you need is in your class path. Use JDBC library to obtain a connection to the database. Use SQL connection to issue SQL commands. Close the connection when you're finished. So these are the things which you have to use. Import java.sql connection, import java.sql. So this is the important question in interview. Driver manager, SQL exceptions, result set, and statement, SQL.statement. So these are the imports which require for the JDBC and you should know about it. So connection represent the connection to the database. Driver manager obtains the connection to the database. Okay. Another option is the data source used for connection pooling. SQL exceptions handle the SQL errors between Java application and the database. Result set and the statement model, the data result sets and SQL statement. So I think we will go to JDBC in the next video as well, and that array and array list. So there are more questions on connections, collections. So we will be, I'll be giving you the define of it. This is just a basic, and I just give you the basic of it, that this is what we're gonna have it on that. This is a trailer, you can say, then the picture abhi baki hai guys. So just stay tuned for more pictures and all, and I think this is very useful video for all of you. So you can just start with, because I know it's a new year and then Valentine happens and there are a lot more to come. And in a home to start with, I cannot put you everything on your head. So it's a, it's just a trailer that we can see the picture slowly, so that it will go into your brains and you can understand the more concept. So I'm planning to have, okay, thank you guys. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching this out, and bear me. And there were one more announcement which I'm gonna do it, and this is why I'm doing it in the last, so I want you to see the entire video. So I'm planning to take some more interviews for, I think, 1 to 3 years, or maybe for the freshers people, to take interviews of those guys for practice interview. It's called, we used to say, test interviews on how you prepared in this 2020. So I'm just taking an interview. So if you guys are interested, please shoot your email ID below, or your experience. I just want your experience in the comment section, and then I just I'll be taking first 5 people at once, and we'll be taking the interview. So maybe that it will be telephonic or anything. So I think mainly in telephonic, I cannot take a WebEx or anything. We'll see how we can take it, and then you just have to put your comment ID and I'll contact you guys, okay, through my mail ID. So thank you so much guys, and hope you like this video. And this is, I think, I'm waiting till March. If you guys are interested, then I'll be taking the interview. If I'm not getting any comments, don't force me for anything, and then we will see. So I'm waiting for your replies, guys. I'm waiting for your mail IDs, and I'll be waiting for seeing your preparation, how it is. So yeah, thank you.